So the nasty neighbor is outside. This is what I'm probably going to refer to her always, is the nasty neighbor, because I don't know what else. I obviously don't want to tell you guys her name. I mean, that's not right. But she's outside right now washing her windows, probably so she can spy me easier. But so I decided not to do the video outside because I really don't want anybody hearing what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, the children are watching SpongeBob, so you will have to hear that noise. I despise SpongeBob, but whatever. So the update. I have not gotten back with you guys and told you the update yet because yesterday our one and only car broke down. It is at the mechanic shop. We are still unsure of what's going on with it. Thank God tomorrow is payday so that we may actually have the money to fix it, hopefully. I don't know what we're going to do if it's really bad, but we actually had to have it towed there. So I don't know what's going to happen. Between that and then Olivia, the littlest baby, she's sick today. All of this, I literally thought I was going to have an emotional breakdown and totally lose it. But I will tell you this. No, you can't get in the bath with Sissy. Get clothes on. I know you're cold. Get clothes on. I have a naked child running through my house. But so I wasn't able to really give you an update, but yesterday I did actually speak to a lawyer. And I can't tell you everything that was said or, you know, the complete course of action, or what kind of recourse that I can come after her with, or what she can come after me with. But I will tell you this, and that is, Rosie was sold. I turned down 3 or 4 people because I didn't like where they lived, or I didn't like their intentions. Several different reasons. Finally found her an excellent home. These people are, the girl's a barrel racer. She's got a little girl. They have another pony, Rosie's size, that she will be in a paddock with. They're both female, so she's going to have her little buddy. Hopefully there's no mare tension going on. But so Rosie is sold. The goats I'm not going to get. And the reason I'm not going to get them is because that seemed to be the fuel that started this fire to start with. She's okay, baby. I'm sorry. You guys, I'm going to get interrupted 50 times. Winter, don't lay on her blanket. Here. Sorry. That's just real life. You have children. They cry, they scream, they get into things. So the goats I've decided not to get, and because like I said, I mean, that was the fuel that started the whole fire to start with. And I'm hoping that just having the chickens and nothing else showing up in the yard will actually shut her up. So my cousin also was wanting goats. She and I had worked out like this cooperative ownership of the male goat so that he wasn't at my house, but I could still have access to what I needed him for. And she doesn't want to pass up the opportunity, so she's going to buy them. So I may actually go to her house and I'll show you the baby goats. You'll still get to see them. I still will get to go visit them. And you'll actually get to see some of the original chickens, including the 2 Australorps who are hens. And I swear to you, I'll do the giveaway as soon as I have an opportunity. But all around, generally what the lawyer said was, you know, I have to do some more digging myself, because possibility that the restrictions were not filed correctly. If that turns out to be the case, then there's no restrictions whatsoever. They're not legally binding. I can do whatever I want. My husband did say that if they turn out to be not legally binding, get ready, because he's going to build me a petting zoo. He said everything I could ever want, every kind of animal my little heart could possibly desire is going to be coming to our property. So she better hope they're filed right. If they are filed right and they are legally binding, she has the right to come after me over me having the chickens. But that being said, it's going to take a lot for her to do that, and she can't just come after me. She actually has to come after every single person who is violating the restrictions, which would include me for the chickens, another neighbor for chickens, another neighbor because their shed does not, the colors of their shed does not match the house colors. Yeah. So she can't just come after one person. She has to do everybody. And there's a fee for each individual person that comes up with violations. So, I mean, it's going to take her a lot. So I have stopped crying. I have calmed down, and I have come to the realization that, you know, I am a very tenacious person, and I cannot let this get me. Amy with Fuels Homestead has been absolutely fantastic in the way she has helped me, talking to me. And she made a video about what was going on. And I'm not going to joke with you guys. For almost 2 days now, my phone has just been blowing up. New subscribers, comments, private messages through Facebook, Facebook comments. Just unreal, the amount of support. I can't even describe or tell you how much it meant to me to see all those. And I tried my hardest to at least comment back to every single person. Some of you I'm sure I missed because I was getting slammed with them. But I have to say, you guys were so awesome. You took time out of your busy day to encourage me, to pray for me, to show love and support. And I can't even tell you how much it means. And I will tell you that, you know, I was shocked at how many views that video got. Because I'd even thought about whether or not I should even post it because I was crying. But all of the scriptures that I got, all of the prayers that I got, I think I really have to tell you that it just helped to remind me of who I am. And I'm sure not everybody believes this way, but I do. I am a child of God, and I matter, and my desire matters. And He sees me, and He sees this. He sees what I'm going through, and He hasn't forgotten me, and He loves me. And He also promised to rebuke the devourer for my name's sake. So I am trusting in God that I'm going to keep my chickens. I am going to go about my life, and I am not going to worry anymore. I am not going to stress anymore. I am going to allow God to take it, and I'm going to allow Him to work it out. If something happens and she comes against me to take my chickens, it will be what it is. I will not go down with that. Because not only am I a child of God, honey, I am Southern. And when you are Southern, you typically end up being a very tenacious person. And the majority of us are stubborn. I mean cuss stubborn. And I am cuss stubborn. So cuss stubborn, in fact, that one of the things I'm considering, and I have other neighbors that watch these videos, so I'm sure they're probably going to tell her what I'm saying. So I really don't care, honestly. Actually, I have like 4 neighbors that watch these, so y'all are going to kind of know what I'm doing. I've actually thought about not as much to deceive her or deceive anybody, but I have thought about actually taking some 6-foot privacy fencing and make a little small pen area on the other side facing the guy who's a farmer that we had the powwow with, Mark. I mean, he's love him. Make a little fenced in area there with the privacy fencing. Get some no-crow collars for the roosters, and put up like some fins inside the barn so that when I go in, the coop is separated so that they can't come in and out through that way. That way that they're not visible. Like I said, not to deceive her as much as, you know, if they feel that it's an eyesore or, you know, that this is something, I mean, whether I think it's stupid or not, maybe she really doesn't like the look of it. I mean, I know she's out in the country. I know this is my property, but just out of courtesy for somebody, even though she done me wrong, out of courtesy, I'm thinking about making it to where nothing is visible for her so that she doesn't have to look at it. And then my fenced in area that I have, this year, obviously, I've already got my garden in, so I'm not gonna change anything. But next year, instead of putting my garden on the outside, I will actually till a massive garden inside that, and it'll be nice and fertilized with all the horse poop and chicken poop that's been there for a year. But I will make this massive garden inside of there, so then it's fenced in, and I don't have to worry about animals getting to it. So I may end up just kind of rearranging everything to make it a little bit more neighbor friendly, to put it mildly. So that may end up being what I do, just for peace's sake, for the sake of peace. Honestly, just for the sake of peace. But that's my update. That's what's happening. I will not cry over this anymore. God has bestowed peace on me. This did not start, and I will be honest with you. My uncle, I told you guys that, me and my husband do praise and worship for him, where he's praise and worship leader and team and pretty much everybody. But he lost the building for where he was doing church. And our house, our living room, kitchen, and dining room is just one big, massive room. We have a very open concept house. And we got plenty of space, and obviously we have this big, beautiful carport and this beautiful view. And so we offered our home to house the church, because it's a small church, but to house the church until we could find another building. That was Sunday. Monday, I got the letter. Tuesday, what is today? Thursday. Tuesday, I ended up being on the phone with lawyers all day and different government officials all day. Had to go to the courthouse, had to go to the Register of Deeds, had to do all these things. Wednesday, car breaks down, the baby gets sick, the baby's still sick, car still broke down. Life just went crazy, and I think it's because I'm doing exactly what God's asked me to do, and I won't get into the whole, the devil's after me type sermon, but the reality is when you are doing something for God, you can guarantee that something will try to come up against you that, Satan himself is not going to allow positivity. He's not going to allow works to go on without consequence. So I expected it, but I didn't expect it to hit this close and to hit me and strike me right in the heart. But because, like I said, because of the words that you guys gave me, the encouragement, the love, it reminded me. It washed over me like fresh rain. And it refreshed me and renewed me and told me that, like I said, he sees me. He sees the situation. He's not going to let me down. And no matter what comes my way, no matter what happens, no matter what comes out of this situation, it's going to be okay. So I just want to tell you guys, I hope you have a great weekend. You have not seen the last of my videos. You have not seen the last of me or my chickens. And I love you guys. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. I know that it's for...
And it's hot outside.
It is hot outside. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. I hope everybody gets the weekend off. Not so that you can go out and barbecue and do those things, even though I'm sure you will, because we're planning to as well. But also so that we can have a time of remembrance for those who gave our life for the exact same thing that I'm fighting for today, which is my freedom to do what I want to do on my own property. Love you. Have a good weekend.